Today we are going to start up a new project, and the way that I like to approach a project is, like study somebody uh, who is a celebrity or who have done, like great success in life. So, in this case, I have picked up a personality which is quite well known in this world, who is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And if we, study his rules, his guidelines, how he succeed in life, how he does work. I did a couple of prints, not just couple of print. I just printed out this rules. So you can go check uh, out his, I should say rules or guidelines, or uh, how he got succeeded in life. I'm just going to, you can read very well as well, but I am going to just, like narrate a few, like have a vision. And what he described is, like this is the most important role, and it should be because if you want to do work, if you do not have a vision, you do not have an ideology or an idea of what you want to do. Like in, for example, my case, I want to make an artwork, and if I do not have a vision, I cannot create or make any sort of artwork. Visualize your goal and go after it, and uh, there is no plan B, and relax. It's okay to fail and get up. So these will be the general guidelines that I will be following, and keeping in mind how he got success in his life. That is how we are going to start up a project and, build up from there. So the first things first, we want to be establishing a composition. Uh, so basically, it's going to be an artwork, a simple project, and the first things that you want to be doing is, like doing a rough sketch for your artwork and choosing out your composition. The more very famous and safe composition is the rule of thirds, and this is by far so the most, safest choice to do work. But the composition, or the, like the image that I have in mind, I am going to go for this triangular composition guide, like uh, start from here. You can find these composition rules or guidelines easily on the internet. You just search for composition, camera compositions, and you can find these online very well. And I have quite a number of these, like this is the golden ratio. So you can find a lot of formats on these. The next thing would be to, like keeping in the principles of art and the elements of art. These will be the guidelines that uh, I will be following to create the artwork. And we want to be going simple, very simple, way, like from a beginner's point of view. So you can search them as well, but there is no need to. These are just simple guidelines or rules that we need to be knowing before we start up some sort of drawing or artwork or three-dimensional artwork or gaming artwork. You can read them: principles of artwork, emphasis, contrast, unity, balance, harmony, movement, rhythm, variety, and elements of art, like point and dots, lines, shapes, volume, structure, space, color, and value. And these have further categories as well, but these are the generals, rules. The next thing would be, like start roughing out the idea, the, vision that I have in my mind. So, while keeping all of these rules or guidelines, let's just start up the project. So here we are, and I am in front of my computer, and what I want to be doing is, like gather up some sort of references. So I want to, like do a simple project, like just a simple plant on a table and a picture frame, like a window corner. Let me just quickly gather some, references, like what elements, if we, gathering up references. So the idea is, like I want to be having the artwork that I want to be creating is, it should be simple, like just one plant on a table and maybe a picture frame hanging behind it. I am going to, while keeping all of the elements of art and principles of art in mind, I am going to gather up some references. And the references, they could have watermark in them. So I did gather up some references, and in this case, you can use, like Photoshop to, combine these, but I am using this simple tool which is called Purewrap. It is free tool. You can, like search from the Google, and basically you just drag and drop images in here, and uh, it just lets you rearrange, your images. And let me just optimize. Control P is the shortcut for optimizing, and let me just and Control P again. These will probably be the images that I want to be using. I'm going to just, as a reference, to compose my own shot and my own artwork. So the thing is that I want to make it very simple, so the user, somebody who is, like do not have a knowledge of artwork, or like some sort of software knowledge as well, a little bit of, a very little, like from a beginner's point of view, who can easily follow, and like who can easily watch these tutorials and follow along as well. So let me just save it as a JPEG and save the scene, and maybe export the scene as a PNG, like double click to open it as a regular image. And this is going to be my desktop, and I will now be sketching, some sort of a rough sketch, a concept, so that I have an idea of what what I want to be doing and what sort of an artwork that I want to be creating.